The wise Suppāraka one evening at the Jeta Vihara monastery, excitement and reverence filled the air. The monks gathered in the Dhamma hall, eagerly awaiting the Buddha's upcoming sermon. While they waited, they began discussing the remarkable wisdom of the Blessed One. Their voices merged in praise, forming a chorus of admiration. His wisdom is so vast, profound, and agile. It flows like water, refined like the hands of a master artisan, and deep like the ocean. His wisdom arrives at the right time, in the right way, boundless like the infinite universe. They compared his wisdom to the vast ocean and endless sky, asserting that no one in the entire land of Jambudvipa could match the power of the Buddha. Suddenly, the Buddha entered, his presence solemn yet filled with kindness. He asked, "Monks, what are you discussing?" Upon hearing their words, he smiled gently and said, "It's not only now that I have such profound wisdom. Even in a past life, before attaining enlightenment, I possessed remarkable insight. Once, even though blind, I could recognize hidden treasures beneath the vast oceans, guided only by subtle signs." The monk's eyes sparkled with curiosity, eager to hear more of this marvelous tale. Understanding their thirst for knowledge, the Buddha began to tell the story of a distant past life when he was the wise blind captain, Suppāraka. The story of Suppāraka, lessons from a sea voyage. Once upon a time, in the ancient Kingdom of Bharu, there was a bustling port city called Bharukacha, or the Bharu Lagoon. In this city, a special child was born into the family of a skilled sea captain. The baby was named Suppāraka, with skin as golden brown as the sunset on the ocean waves. From an early age, Suppāraka demonstrated extraordinary talent in the art of seafaring. By the age of 16, he had mastered every secret of navigation, astonishing even the most experienced sailors. After his father passed away, Suppāraka inherited his position and led the crew through many perilous journeys. His talent and wisdom became a lucky charm, ensuring no pirate dared attack any ship with Suppāraka aboard. However, fate played a cruel trick. After years of sailing the seas, his once sharp eyes were clouded by the salty water, and he eventually became blind. Losing his sight, Suppāraka was forced to abandon his beloved career. Yet, his sharp intellect never faded. He offered his talents to the King of Bharu, who, impressed by Suppāraka's brilliance and experience, appointed him to evaluate the royal treasures. Despite his blindness, Suppāraka could precisely appraise the value of elephants, jewels, and treasures with his skillful hands. One day, a large black elephant was brought to the palace. The king ordered that it be evaluated by Suppāraka. Slowly, the wise blind man felt the elephant's massive body. After a moment of silence, Suppāraka spoke in a calm but confident voice. "Your Majesty, this elephant is not fit to serve as a royal mount. It has a hidden flaw in its back legs. When it was born, the mother elephant could not lift it, forcing it to sit on the ground, thus causing its legs to be deformed." The court was astonished by this judgment. Upon questioning the elephant keepers, they found that Suppāraka's words were true. Pleased with his exceptional talent, the king rewarded Suppāraka with 8 gold coins. The story of the blind man with the keenest insight in all of Bharu spread quickly. Soon after, a horse was presented, also to be judged by Suppāraka. He carefully examined the horse with his hands and declared, "This animal is unfit to serve as a royal steed. Its mother died on the day it was born, and thus it didn't grow fully due to a lack of nourishment." Again, Suppāraka's prediction was confirmed, and the king rewarded him with another 8 gold coins. Day by day, Suppāraka's fame grew. The king, eager for new marvels, continued to send Suppāraka treasures to evaluate. One day, a grand chariot, believed worthy of royal use, was brought before him. His sensitive hands swept over the chariot's intricate design, as if reading a story in Braille. After a while, he spoke, "This chariot is made of hollow wood, not strong enough to be a royal vehicle." Once again, his judgment was proven true, leaving the court in awe. Suppāraka's talents made him famous, but his growing dissatisfaction with the rewards led him to believe that the king valued his skills too lightly. Feeling underappreciated, Suppāraka left the palace, returning to his homeland of Bharukacha. News of his departure spread quickly. A group of merchants preparing for a long sea journey sought him out, pleading for his guidance. "Suppāraka, although you have lost your sight, your wisdom and experience remain invaluable. Please lead us on the open seas." Initially, Suppāraka refused, but after their persistent requests, he finally agreed. Their voyage began smoothly. For 7 days, they sailed peacefully. However, on the 8th day, a strong wind suddenly arose, pushing the ship far from shore. For the next 4 months, they drifted on the vast ocean, unsure of their destination. Eventually, they arrived at a strange sea called Kuramala, the Sea of Sharp Blades. There, peculiar creatures with human-like bodies but sharp snouts danced under the blue waters, creating a mysterious and fearsome sight, a journey filled with wonders and wisdom. As Suppāraka guided the merchants through various seas, each one presented new challenges and lessons. Though blind, his wisdom illuminated their way, helping them navigate dangerous waters and uncover hidden treasures. From the Sea of Sharp Blades to the Sea of Fire, Agimala, to the Milk Sea, Dadimala, Suppāraka's knowledge and skill amazed his companions. Yet Suppāraka's wisdom extended beyond the sea. He understood human nature, recognizing that greed could lead to disaster. When they stumbled upon a sea filled with diamonds, Suppāraka kept the treasure a secret, knowing that the merchants' greed could sink the ship. Quietly, he collected a modest amount of diamonds, making sure they continued their journey safely. When they encountered the most treacherous sea of all, Valabamuka, a churning abyss with towering waves, Suppāraka's calm leadership and prayerful resolve saved the ship from destruction. His honest prayer, built on a lifetime of truthfulness and compassion, turned the ship away from the deadly whirlpool, guiding them back to the safety of Bharukacha. Upon returning home, Suppāraka shared the wealth with all the merchants, advising them to abandon dangerous voyages and lead peaceful, virtuous lives. He spent the rest of his days teaching, giving, and performing good deeds, leaving behind a legacy of wisdom, compassion, and courage. As the Buddha finished the tale of Suppāraka, a gentle breeze rustled through the Dhamma hall, as if carrying the scent of the distant ocean. The Buddha, his compassionate and wise eyes shining, looked upon his followers who were listening intently. He smiled and said, "Monks, do you realize? The wisdom I possess today is not new. Even in distant past lives, I was a source of profound wisdom, guiding those lost in the vast ocean of life. And in this story you just heard, it was I who was the wise captain Suppāraka. And the group of merchants, they are you, the ones sitting here today, listening to the Dhamma." The Buddha's words left the monks in awe. They realized that each of the Buddha's stories was not just a lesson in morality, but a thread connecting them to their past lives and to the Buddha, who had guided them through countless lifetimes, ultimately leading them to the shores of enlightenment. This story offers 3 important lessons. 1. Wisdom as the light in the dark. Wisdom helps us navigate through life's challenges. Even without sight, Suppāraka led his crew through perilous seas with wisdom and experience. In Buddhism, wisdom, panyin, is essential for liberation, guiding us through the illusions of life to the truth. 2. Compassion and altruism as the foundation of true happiness. Suppāraka cared not only for himself, but for everyone on the ship. His generosity after their safe return exemplifies the Buddha's teaching of compassion, karuna, and selflessness as the path to true happiness. 3. The power of truth and virtue. Suppāraka's prayer based on truth, Saka, saved the ship. This teaches us the strength of living a virtuous life, aligned with the truth, as a source of inner power and protection. Thank you for joining us on this meaningful journey with the wise Suppāraka. If you found this story valuable, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more Buddhist teachings. Don't forget to share this video with your loved ones and share your thoughts in the comments below. Wishing you peace and wisdom. See you in the next video.